Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. It's been a little bit of a while since we've been in this one. Unfortunately, I've been away from the computer here and there and not managed to get a chance to sit down with it now, but there has been a decent couple of updates actually. Lots of different quality of life stuff, which is really great, but most importantly for us, they've added a sandbox mode, and if you're a fan of Geekism, we all know that if there's a sandbox mode, that's kind of how we like to play games. Let's be creative, let's not worry too much about mechanics, and that's kind of what we're doing here. I'd like to say a big thank you to Chrono as well, which is an awesome company that do really great deals on games for 1 day only. So they're doing a deal on 2 Point today, and they got in touch with me and asked if I could, sort of share the love and do a video on the game as well today. So it's all kind of worked out quite nice actually. We get to jump into Sandbox, and if you haven't already picked up your copy of 2 Point Hospital, you can go to chrono.gg/geekism. There's a really great discount on it. I think it's something like 20% discount or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's about as cheap as you're going to find it anywhere else, and it helps the channel out as well. I get a little bit of a kickback for any sales I've made. So there you go, chrono.gg, every day, one game, and they do a great deal on it. So even if you've got 2 Point Hospital, maybe check out the link anyway, because tomorrow there's going to be another awesome game. So it's quite a cool way of doing things, I think. Anyway, let's jump into our sandbox mode. So I think we can kind of pick a little bit like money and all that sort of stuff. One thing they have said is that this isn't the complete sandbox. This is kind of what they've been able to put in for now. I think eventually they would like to be able to do it so that you can make your own map as well. But at the moment, the way it works is that you can go into any of the current 15 maps in the game and use those as a sandbox mode. So I'm going to go here for Croquembouche, which is actually the final level of the game. We only got about halfway through. We did to about it was around here, wasn't it? Smogley or somewhere like that. So there's still quite a few we haven't seen, but to be honest with you, as soon as they mentioned Sandbox, I was like, yep, I'm on it. We're going to call it St. Ario's, which is kind of what we always call these kind of things, to be honest with you, schools or hospitals or anything like that. So St. Ario's is the name of the hospital. Cash, I mean, we could go up to like 10 million. But I don't want to make it like too easy. Should we give ourselves 1 million? That's like a lot of money, to be honest. Can we just type a number in? No, it's a scale. Okay, let's just do 1,050,000, I guess. Kudosh, I think we can just make it so that everything with Kudosh is unlocked. But if not, let's give ourselves like 10,000. Income multipliable up just a little to help us. Okay, so like just a little bit. And patient arrival rate, I'm thinking actually we're going to drop that a little because people seem to come in pretty swift in this game. So we'll do that. Illnesses, we'll have all over time. Easy, medium, hard, visible symptoms only. That's a really good selection. All from the start or all over time. I think all over time is probably better. So we start off with some pharmacy stuff and then move into some others. Okay, objectives. I think we just play the game, don't we? Staff hiring. All doctors and nurses for hire are students with no qualifications. All staff for hire are lowest rank with no qualifications. Staff for hire can be any rank with a range of... Now, I'm going to go for junior with no qualifications so we can really train them up our own way. That would be a really good thing, I think. Temperature, temperate. Yeah, not want to worry about temperature all the time. Rooms, all unlocked. Items, all unlocked. Upgrades, all unlocked. We want to be able to build what we like. Plots owned. Do you know what? We'll unlock plots as we go, I think. Yeah, to keep a bit of a challenge in there. Staff challenges are fine. Patients' emergencies are fine because we can turn them away. VIP visits are fine. Disasters I'm going to turn off. And epidemics I'm going to turn off, only because I haven't actually come to them yet in the main game, so I don't really want to affect them here. So we're going to click Start, and we're going to start working on St. Ario's. So I'm assuming, my God, this thing's massive. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so there's a nice big area in the middle, but then all of these are openable. Openable? All of these are openable. So yeah, we've got a lot of room for expansion here. I like it a lot. I'm really annoyed that I didn't get to play during the Halloween season because they had like pumpkins and everything. It was really awesome. I watched some of Blala's stuff and just saw some stuff that they'd done on Twitter and everything as well. So yeah, I was a bit annoyed that I didn't get to really see it, but you know what? Other things get in the way, don't they? I suppose. So let's go for a receptionist desk like an actual room this time. We don't do these very often, but I actually think seeing as we've got the room for them, it's probably a better way to go about it. So we'll have the door up the back here. That's good. And then the reception pod, we'll get 2 at the front, I think. So 1 there. and one there. Okay, and we'll get some lovely flowers on the desk. And so is everything unlocked now, is it? Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. We've got everything we want, everything we could possibly want. Where's our money, our sugar pot? We're going to get a sugar pot on there. Oh, is that in the way?
To stay hydrated.
That's in the way. Let's pop that there instead then. So we'll get a printer up on the side here. I'll have a couple of filing cabinets underneath for where all the work happens. Do you know what? I want the crappy radio. I think the crappy radio actually looks better than the boombox radio. So we'll have a few more cabinets there. We'll get a bin in here, although I don't think they actually use it that much, to be honest. Radiators, air cons we don't have to worry about. Should we get a coffee maker in here for them? Get themselves some coffee when they need it. And I think that's probably it, actually. Don't need much in here at all, do we? Let's get some more flowers over here by the coffee machine then. Yeah, I suppose that's it. I'll tell you what we'll do then. Let's move the thing around to here. Can we? Are you going to be not happy anywhere properly? Okay. Oh, because we've got these cabinets in, haven't we? Let's do something like that instead then. I'll put a hatch there. And then what we'll do is we'll actually have some rooms on the back of this. So this back wall isn't really accessible by members of the public. That's probably a better way of doing it. In fact, if that is the way of doing it, let's move the whole room. And then we'll move the printer. Just want the printer. Just want that printer. Where is it? There it is. So we'll have this on the back wall here. It makes a bit more sense, I think. Yeah, you're going to have to hold on there, pal. In fact, we might as well pause the game until we've got some stuff built for you. Yeah, alright. And then we're going to have a nice large waiting area and gift shop and all that kind of stuff. One thing I know they have added in here is you can turn this guy off now, which is awesome. Let's find that. Game, is it? Here we go. Advisor messages. High priority, very high priority only. Let's try that and see what that shows us. Other than that, log level. Is that what that means? I think everything else is pretty standard, to be honest. Most of the stuff they've added is just sort of in the actual gameplay. They've sort of made it so that people queue a little bit better and things like that. So hire. Let's hire some crappy staff. So assistants. They are going to be pretty rubbish. That's going to be the problem here. But we'll get Sally Fromage. Get yourself in there, Gil. And also Arthur Goody. You're going to be our two assistants. Go and get yourself a seat. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. Alright, cool. So let's get some GPs off the back of these. And, oh, that's the other thing they had. Yeah, copy room. Although we did cover that, I think. The last episode we played, we covered the copy room feature. I want to go 3x5 and do one on either side of this. I think that's going to be quite a good way of doing it. And we'll pretty much copy them over. But maybe... yeah, no, we'll pretty much just copy them across. So I think we'll do cabinet there. We'll get a nice lamp in. What was the button? I know one of the... Is it Alt? Oh, there we go, Control. I know one of them was a little bit of a snug thing there, wasn't it? Okay, let's think about the stuff we really want in here. I think one of those helps them be a bit happier in the place. I want some nice bookcases across the back wall here. Like that. And I want to... Oh, should we get a display skeleton in here? Let's go crazy. Seeing as we've got all the kudos now, I feel like we should probably have a bit of everything in here. We'll do a rug there. We'll put an eye test poster in, because I think that's the sort of thing you would have in a GP's office, to be honest with you. We want a gold star. I'm not gonna spam the gold stars, because a few people got a bit crazy about that when I used to do that. So we won't do that, but instead we will have a few on the wall though, because you know what? Well, you would, wouldn't you? If you were a clever old doctor, you'd want them. You'd want them on the walls. We'll get a clock by the door. There we go. And a Jasmine Odyssey photo. Is that new? A signed photo of the superstar herself. Wicked. Oh, that's new. Look at that. Oh, I like it. That's the girl who sings all the songs in the show. We'll get one of those. So that's a level 4 prestige room. I want to get some windows in, obviously. So we'll do window there and there. And I guess that's it. I mean, like I say, the only reason you've really pushed that now is making the room much bigger, but I don't want to go too much bigger because we're going to start wasting the space, I think. So we'll click that on there. So now what we can do is we can come into here, click the room, and we can click copy, pretty much. We are going to have to move a few things around, though, to get it where we want it. So let's pretty much... I don't think we'll swap everything over. Actually, no, we will, because we want the clock by the door there. And we want you there. So you can come there, you can come there, you can come here, and you... Whoops, no, you can come here. And we'll maybe just put you back on a little slant. I don't know why, but I think it looks good on a slant. And we'll get a door in here. Where did we have the door actually? Was it in there, was it? Okay. There we go. And then we can click done. But actually we want to move it, don't we? Sorry. So edit. There we go. Put you there. And click we're good to go. So it's not quite a mirror image, but it's not bad, you know. Next thing we need then is some early treatments. Well, also probably more of these as well, to be honest. So let's put one here, and look at that. They actually like crazily fit well. And we'll put one here as well. There we go. That gives us 4 GPs. That's a good start, I think. And also there's a bit of room outside of them as well for seating and stuff. So rooms, pharmacy. I'm actually going to put 2 pharmacies in, I think. I'm going to build little ones like this, and I'm going to put a little bathroom behind them because I think size-wise that'll work out well. We'll put a tiny bathroom there. All right, right. Drug mixer. There. Medicine cabinet. This helps with the diagnosis and stuff. So 1, 2, just 2 because I think loads of them looks a bit silly. We'll get a bin in there next to them. Fire extinguisher, very important. Right by the door there, I think. I'll have a window at the front there as well. Hand sanitizer keeps the room nice and sanitized. And we'll do a little bit of stuff here for the staff. I don't like apparently the sweet dispensers are really good because they can keep their food up, but you know, it's just it's not for me, I don't think. It's not for me. Let's get a food pyramid poster in here. And a couple of gold star awards, but nothing crazy. Maybe a gold one and a bronze one. And we'll get a notice board in here as well. A clock by the door. There we go. And I want a chair. Yeah, a chair's quite important because it'll mean that the staff sit down and stay in here when they need to. And I would say that's probably it. We're halfway to level 4, but I think that's a pretty good little pharmacy. So we'll click go on that. And then we're actually going to copy you and stick you there as well. Good. Okay, cool. And then we'll stick in a little toilet either side of them. Here, yes, because I know we can do little 2x2 toilets, which is awesome. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. A couple of sinks on the back wall there, next to you. And then you should be able to squeeze in a hand dryer. And I would say that's a perfect little loo. There we go. Don't really need much else going on in the loo. Unfortunately, it's not the best looking thing. But we can swap everything else over. Oops. Door there, yeah, good. Basically mirror it. I think that's the way to go with it. There we go, and then shift the whole thing into place. Good stuff. Love that copy room feature. I mean, sometimes, you know, you're going to want to make the rooms a little bit more specific, but I think that's a really great way to add in getting stuff moving quick, you know. This room is huge, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Right, what else can we do? Let's get some other simple diagnosis, I think. So none of these crazy ones. I mean, I don't know what some of these are, look. Recovery room, patients with cubism. Right, okay, so Resolute 1, 2, 3. Those are the ones we haven't seen. I think. Oh, in the head office, I don't think we saw. Oh no, Turtlehead. We did see that one. Yeah, it pulls their head up, doesn't it? Yeah. We saw that one. But yeah, I think probably some other simple diagnosis stuff. So we'll do a GD and a cardio one in here. I think is probably the way to go. All right. So we'll have an easy scan here with the table next to it. There we go. Couple of medicine cabinets in there. Oh yeah, definitely some weighing scales. Even though they don't actually use them, it's definitely the sort of thing you would find in this room, I think. Trash can there. Extinguisher. I think these things can set on fire. These ones here. I'm not 100% sure, but there's no harm in sticking it in there, is there? Get some stuff here for the staff member to enjoy while they're hanging around. There we go. There we are. Clock on the wall. Will go. You will go. And I mean, I get a cubism poster. They do have posters in these kind of rooms saying like, "Oh, be careful. This is what can happen." You know. I thought maybe the weighing the weights and stuff would be available in this one, but I guess not. Let's get a couple of awards on the back wall there. You can see them as you walk in. Oh, it's so close to level 4. We've got to stick something else in there. Oh, here's the other posters. There we go. Anatomy poster. That's probably a better looking one. There we go. And that's level 4. Awesome. Okay, so that's that done. And on the other side, we'll stick the other sort of basic one, which is cardio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, same sort of size, isn't it? Just looks a bit funny. So that's pretty much the only thing they use in here. So we'll make it a bit near the door to help. We'll get a wall monitor on the wall there. That helps with... Does that actually help? Treatment and diagnosis. Nice. As does these medical cabinets. So we'll have a couple of them in. These are just for looks, but I think they look great. And it's definitely the sort of thing you would have in here. You know, go and do a bit some cardio so we can check you out. Weighing scales, most definitely. Trash can, most definitely. Hand sanitizer by the door there. Fire extinguisher there. And coffee maker up the top corner here. We've got a bit of space for them. And they need a chair as well so they can sit and chill. There we go. Sit and chill with their coffee. Did we put a chair in that one? We did. Good stuff. Clock by the door. There we go. You'll notice I'm not using plants. We will be adding plants, but not in buildings. We're just going to have some of them in buildings, within rooms. We're going to have some of them on the outside instead. All right, because they do really hold up the members of staff that deal with them. So it's not something I want to put everywhere. I think a couple of posters. Anatomy food pyramid. That's going to be quite good for cardio. And maybe an anatomy one as well, saying, yeah, look at you. This is what happens to your liver if you don't exercise or something like that. I don't know. Right, good. I think that's pretty much room 1 done. We're going to have this as a big waiting area, even though it probably won't get used very well. Oh no, I'll tell you what we want. We don't want a waiting area. There's shops. The shops look. Yeah, gift shop is one, and there's also a newsagents. Where is it? Let's have a look. Gift shop. Drinking fountain. Could have sworn there was a newsagents. Can we filter? Food and drink? Oh no, it would be food and drink. It's more like entertainment. Newsagents, there we go. So we're going to have a newsagents and a cafe, not a cafe, a newsagents and a gift shop on this side. I'll tell you what, we'll squeeze them in here. So we'll have a newsagents and a gift shop. Look at that. But I think the gift shop's probably better. The other there, isn't it? Actually, yeah. Like that. There we go. And then we'll put. I had a couple of these around before because it makes it look like the gift shop sells a bit more stuff. That's kind of the idea there. Okay, right, so let's undo the filter. Let's just go to all. Purple bench. I don't think it actually does anything other than just looks a bit better. But wow, look at those silver chrome ones. Oh, they're fancy. Let's have some fancy benches in here. Okay, so along this back wall here. Come on, we'll line them up that way. Because we could maybe get something there then. Okay. But what I do want to do actually is leave a little bit of space here because we're going to have some drinks machines and stuff. So we'll have them there. Like that. Okay. And then luxury snacks. What else have we got that's good for snacks and stuff? Salty snacks, luxury drinks, reduces thirst, increases happiness, reduces hunger and increases thirst. I think probably we'll go for the luxury one. So what's that? Moose juice. So we're going to moose juice and the luxury snacks. It's not going to be cheesy gubbins, is it? What's it going to be? Let's have a look. Luxury snacks machine. Jumbo nuts. Nice. I think I prefer the idea of cheesy gubbins, but do you know what? If they're the good ones, they're the good ones, I guess. So things we always forget: big bins, and we're going to go for big bins now because money is no object. So big bins it is, and we're going to get them all around the place because that was always a problem. Is that I would forget to put down big bins. So we'll put them down like that. I think that's probably enough big binnage, but we'll see. Hand sanitizer, kind of want them outside every room, really. Again, I don't think they actually work outside of the rooms, but I just think they look the part, you know. I think they look really good, so we're going to use them. There we go, and there we go. Outside that one, and just there. Okay, and I guess, I mean, really, probably outside the toilets is the most important place for them, you would think. Alright. Right, arcade machines. Let's have a look at this. I'm thinking maybe a few of them along this back wall here. Like so. Alright, and what else have we? And drinking fountains, there we go. Let's get a couple of them in there. What about some telephones? We don't have those very often. Oh, they've got fountains as well, look now. We didn't unlock these before. Large. Oh, wow. This one's got ducks on it. Cuddle ducks. Cuddle ducks. What about... No, it needs to be kind of here, doesn't it, really? Do we rearrange these? Yeah, let's put these elsewhere. I want Cuddle Duck's fountain. There. Oh yeah, look at that. They love it. Really great amount of attractiveness. Okay, arcade machines. What about down the sides here? A couple of them. Kind of keep people busy while they're waiting for the GPs. I think that's probably going to be a good strat. We'll use regular benches in these areas. And I want to kind of like in the middle of these two rooms. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? It's difficult to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That seems about right. Good. So I'll have you there, there, and there. So you've got a bit of seating for GP and cardio. And we'll do the same on this side. And there, and then this side again, there and there. Are they lined up? No. They're all wrong, horribly wrong. Whoops. Oh, that's still off, isn't it? It needs to be there, okay. So, I'll tell you what, let's just put this one in right, there we go, work off that. Bench. There we go. And then we can line these up at the back. There we go. And I do want some plants in there. Not that attractive, but requires very little watering. I don't know what this is. Quite attractive, doesn't need much watering. Not just for Christmas watering. A little sunshine, pretty but requires regular watering. Currently they're beautiful but requires frequent watering. So let's see what the difference is between a rose bush and a cactus. Oh, it is remarkably different actually. So to tell you what, seeing as we're not having that many plants, we're gonna go rose bushes where we can. All right. Just to give us that real sort of push of attractiveness. And then I guess we need a bit more. We need some seating here for these areas. So I'll tell you what, let's get rid of these. Let's put in some regular benching here to kind of act for this room, and maybe even here and here. We can move you to the other side. Get a couple of benches across there, and oh, I'm tempted to adjust the room here just to help me with what I want to do. Let's do that. Put the door in there and a window there. Yeah, that's better. And then we can add, another bench on this side. There we go. And then the bit of space on walls here, I'm going to have a little bit of artwork, I think, because that's something that they often have. Where's the proper artwork? The sort of, oh, here we go. Yeah, these canvases. Sort of thing that you get a lot in hospitals. It's usually like local artists and stuff, isn't it? Let's have a look. So you can have a cheese water and a gas plank, and that pretty much covers that area. And then we'll do the same on this side. We'll have a Fitz pocket one on this side. There we go. And then we can have stuff here. And hope it sort of spreads out a little. That was a mountain. So let's have a beach and a dog one there. They don't really spread out anywhere near as much as I'd like them to. Maybe then it is time to continue our rosebush theme. And hope this spreads out over the top of the... Yes, it does. I hope it spreads out over the top of the space there. And we'll have one on the outside of this. There we go. Much better. And then... I don't know what else looks good. Let's try a filter for... Is there there we go, a decorative. And, I mean, we could stick a fountain here, to be honest. I mean, people will have to walk around it a little. But it's not massively in the way, I don't think. Or is it? We'll try it. If it seems to be making a bit of a blockage... to be honest with you, most people seem to be walking in from this way anyway, so they're going to have to come round to the point where I'm tempted to stick in another couple of desks here. Which I might do, actually. Let's... oh, I could have just clicked items, couldn't I? But what are you going to do? Alright, we'll stick one there. And... go on, what's this side? Yeah, these. Look, let's get rid of them. And we'll put one more in there. And a golden... You can have a golden flower vase. Does that... That doesn't work. You can have a golden flower vase. That doesn't actually seem to give it any attractiveness, but maybe it's just a general attractive, because that now has disappeared. Oh no, it's back again now. Maybe because the room wasn't being built. Alright, so we've got a fair chunk of attractiveness. It kind of flitters off as you exit buildings, but that's kind of to be expected, isn't it? I don't like that bin there, though. Let's move it to here instead. Okay, so they're going to fly out and head back in again. Good for them. And hope... So we need another 2 members of staff here, don't we? Let's... oh, a new one is in 2 days. Let's let them come in then. Okay. Actually can't remember how to speed up time. There we go. So, bell manners.
Please make your way to reception.
Oh, they're moving around now, but that's fine. But do you know what? Money's not a problem. Let's just get them all in. Karen Slime, get in there. The next thing we need to do then, really, is get the obviously more staff hired. But they're going to be temporary staff whilst we train some amazing doctors up. That's going to be the idea. So, doctors, hire, Fliss Peppermint. That's an awesome name. There we go. Hire. I thought that's a Trump then. Lauren Thump. Put you in there. And then I guess we'll close this one. Because we've only got 3 doctors at the moment. But we can hire more people. So, nurses. Gwendolyn Pomp, you can work in... definitely you can work in the pharmacy. Chuck Mullet. And I don't know about these ones, nurse. Oh, and they're both nurses as well. I'll tell you what then, for now, Chuck Mullet, come here, you can go into there. And Tobias Broccoli can go into there. And we'll close this one. Oh, no, not copy. Close. Just for now. So this sort of section is going to be overflow. Everyone else is up and running. They're not very good, but they're good enough to start, okay? So, janitors, again, they're not going to be very good either, so we're going to hire all of them. The main thing, we very quickly are going to need those up and running to catch ghosts and sort of mend machinery and stuff as well. Drug mix, upgrade to drug mixer 2. We need a janitor with mechanics to do that. So we need to get a mechanic. We need to basically the janitors are probably the most important ones to get set up, really. But we'll do that, and the doctors as well. In the next episode, we'll open one of these wings, and we'll be. Oh look, I kind of don't want to get rid of the hedge maze. That's kind of nice. We might see if we can work around the hedge maze actually, and just use these 3 and have that as a really posh bit of a hospital. But we're up and running anyway. We can press play, and the game will run, and people will. We don't need that 10,000 kudosh because, you know, everything's unlocked. But I think that's probably a good start. Here we go. Verbal diarrhea has been found, and they can treat that in the pharmacy. That's good. I want to just move you a little in. There we go. Because you seemed a little bit over the top. Awesome sauce. Right. I'm looking forward to this. We'll play Sandbox for a few episodes, I think, and really get this up and running, nice looking, and also, hopefully, well-run hospital. We'll see about that bit. Again, remember, if you haven't picked up this game yet and you've been umming and ahhing and you think now's the time, chrono.gg/geekism, you get yourself a nice hefty discount and you'll support the channel as well. And remember, if you've got this one, just check out chrono.gg/geekism anyway, because tomorrow there's going to be another awesome game available for cheap. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. If you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.